Hi everybody, welcome to Child Development 180, week 11. This week we are focusing in on chapter 8. So as a reminder, make sure you read your assigned chapter 8 this week. In addition, make sure you look at the week 11 tab or week 11 module and see if there are any supplemental readings in there. Additionally, as you always know, I post at least one resource per week related to our content, so make sure you take a look at that as well. All right, here's our focus for the week. In a very overall approach, we're looking at program planning. So we're going to look this week at program goals, planning approaches. Again, we'll look at developmentally appropriate practice. This week, focusing in on program goals and program approaches. So using DAP to look at our goals and approaches. We'll look at diversity, integrated curriculum, the project approach, and we'll focus in on after-school programs and summer programs. So likely when you're working with school-age children, you are working in this capacity. All right, so program goals discussions. So when you are working on goals, you want to gather the stakeholders for a discussion. The stakeholders can be really anyone that's involved. It can be teachers, it can be other employees in a particular program, it can be administration, it can be a support person. The role can really vary, but anybody who's going to be involved in the program should likely be involved in this discussion. You want to decide which goals take priority. Of course, all goals are important, but there are some goals that maybe may take a little more time or a little more energy, or really just overall are more important. You want to question how the goals complement the children's lives, and you want to question how the goal can compensate the children's lives. So looking at the goals, you want to make sure that they're written in a way and they're focused in order to complement and compensate the children. Approaches to program planning. So academic, you plan curriculum according to preset goals. Holistic is plan curriculum around the children's abilities and interests. And emergent, it would be plan curriculum based on children's interests with children involved in planning. There's lots more in your assigned reading this week, so make sure you take a look. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Our text indicates that these elements, these three elements, are a part of developmentally appropriate practice. That would be age appropriate, individually appropriate, and culturally appropriate. So we've talked about developmentally appropriate practice multiple times in this course already, and these are three things that you want to pay attention to when you are working on program goals and doing the planning for these. Why you want to plan. Obviously, planning is important, especially when you work in a program or work with children in some capacity. So you want to avoid chaos. That's always key. When you plan properly, it ensures a variety of play opportunities, which obviously supports the development of children. It allows staff to gather materials and use them. It lessens conflicts between children, which obviously supports the program. It allows staff to divide tasks, and it helps balance workload that the staff have to handle. And lastly, it ensures goals are met, which obviously is essential in any program. So planning is very, very important. All right, and with that, we will wrap up. Again, the full lecture is posted in the week 11 tab. Make sure you do your reading. And make sure you check out the announcements for more information and more support. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thanks, everybody.